Hello everybody, welcome back to MC Panda to the 10th episode of Among the Blocks Development Diaries. We've now been going for 10 weeks on this project, and today I built my reactor room and the reactor sabotage. I really hope you enjoy the video. Let's get right into it. So here we are in the world, where in our last episode we finished building cafeteria and we built engine. So as you can see here, we finished off the cafeteria, we added all our tasks and decorations, and we also built engine here. I added some cobwebs since last time as a bit of a net to cover up the campfires, and then this is the task in here, fuel engines. Now since the last time, I have built the corridors to where we're going to be building today. Just to save on time, you can see over here we now have a corridor which runs to cockpit, which we'll be building today. And also, if we head back this way, we now have a corridor to a reactor, which we're also going to be building today. So let's get started on reactor. I want this to be a kind of very robust room. So I'm thinking, I'm still not entirely sure if I want to go with this or not, about doing this smooth stone and iron pattern to create a more robust looking room than the rest of the place. I'm still not sure about this, but I'm just going to experiment with the design and see if I like it or not. We're going to alternate between these two blocks and we'll see how this works out, but I definitely may change it. So this is what the walls look like, and I think I do like this design for the reactor. Now we are going to do a blast door system with, I think we'll have to enter your ID card in to open it. So we're going to put a dropper facing into the room here, and we're going to put a button on it. So the idea is you put your ID card in here, press the button, and then you walk in and it dispenses it back out. So that is the door finished. You'll put your ID card in here. You'll press the button and you'll get it back. So it lands. I need to check where it lands. So I'll put some iron bars here just to mark it out, and this will be the area that people can use for reactor. So for the floor here, I'm going to use lodestones to get this really interesting top texture. I've used them a lot in this build. And then for the area with the reactor, we are going to use a couple of different things for the floor of the reactor, for the different, I guess you could call them, features it has. And for now, I'm going to fill it in with lodestones though, because they're kind of the basic block choice for this floor. Now for the roof, we're going to use black concrete, and we're going to have some pipes on the roof as well, made out of stripped logs. So rather than trapdoors, we're going to go for some thicker pipes, I guess you could say, with stripped acacia logs. So for the lighting here, I've actually gone with end rods, and I'm going to add some bone blocks to hold them up with. And this, you can kind of imagine as bar there for safety. Obviously, end rods are such a great light source because you can turn them into lots of things that fit your build. So this looks like something that might be there for safety, for example. Then the pipes we're going to have here, I'm actually going to use 3 different types of logs: stripped crimson stem, acacia stem, and warped stem, because these are the most colourful. We'll have the warped kind of coming across the centre like this, and then going off to the left. I will get some hyphae for that corner as well. Then this is going to go into the wall like that. And then the acacia so those are our pipes in the ceiling. And now we're going to have a couple of tasks in Reactor, and we're going to have the Reactor sabotage, obviously. So, the tasks we're going to have in here, the first one is going to be to start the reactor. On Among Us, it's the 5 squares task, where you have to click the correct one that's shown. For this reactor, copper would be really, really good for this, what I want to build, but we don't have it in the game yet. So we're going to have to make do with terracotta and acacia. And then I'm going to add a small window on the front. And on the inside here, I'm going to fill it with some magma blocks. And some other things to make it look like it's burning something. So as you can see, the inside, it looks like it's properly on fire. I haven't really done this very well. So we need to add some of these in the floor and some magma in the walls. But other than that, I think that's a good fire effect. So the start reactor task is probably going to be the most complicated task on the ship. It's going to be a kind of puzzle, which essentially what you'll have is on this sign, it'll be random each time, but each time you play it'll be random, but you're going to be given numbers. So we'll have 2, that means you'll have to flick lever number 2, and then the next one will have 2, 3. So you'll have to flick lever 2 and lever 3 on the redstone lamps that I've put on the floor next to the reactor. And then it'll be 2 plus 3 plus 5. Then 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 1. And then 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 1 plus 4. And we'll also add a redstone lamp up here just to illuminate the sign and act as a bit of decoration. So the code is 2, then 2 plus 3, then 2 plus 3 plus 5, then 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 1. And then you have to unflick them all each time. 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 1 plus 4. And that will be the task finished. And I do want to add a little note block under number 4. So obviously if you did just flick number 4, then that's what would happen. Then you'd just be able to complete the task instantly. But we're just going to pretend you can't do that. And then, there we go. This is as much redstone as I can do, pretty much. And we just have this where once this lamp is turned on, actually, will the others turn it on? I have to test that, but hopefully this will work. The dirt under the note block is so it does a piano sound. Then we just need to add some signs to show which lever is which. So that is the first task in here done. The next one is another number related one. It's unlock manifolds. So this is what the unlock manifolds task will be. We have signs from numbers 1 to 7, and you'll notice 3 is a spruce sign because this is the one you'll need to rotate the lever to. So we don't have much space at all here, but I'm hoping that this will work. So after some intense redstone work, and some inventive solutions to a lack of space, the unlock manifolds task is complete. So if we rotate this to 5, the light turns on, and that will be the task finished. I'm quite proud of this. I did have to take up some corridor space, but I just made an under maintenance area. But yeah. And now we have 2 more tasks in here. The next task in here is collect chemicals, and you're going to take them to medical, to the make medicine task. So for this task, we're simply going to have some boxes here, and then we're going to put some magma cream in these that you can take to brew a potion in medical. Now, I need to actually check if I filled up the brewing stands with anything. Yes, I filled them up with awkward potions, so they don't need nether wart, but they do need blaze powder. So we need 1 for blaze powder, and 1 for magma cream to brew a fire resistance potion. And then on the top one, we'll have the task saying collect chemicals. Then I'll fill these up with just the required items. And then the final task in here is the famously simple at this point, accept diverted power task. If you've watched the other episodes, you've seen this one multiple times. It's literally just flicking a lever. And then obviously the collect chemicals, we'll just take to medical and brew the potion. So the final thing we're going to add here is the reactor sabotage. Now, I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to make it. So someone has to be standing on both of these for the sabotage to go off. So I'm going to have to ask Ishan to come and help me with that. Now, there will be a vent in here eventually, so that the imposter can sabotage this and vent away. Possibly in this corner we'll put the vent. And these pressure plates, 2 people need to stand on them at the same time to fix the sabotage. But as I said, I'll get that sorted off camera. So, using a structure block, my plan is to essentially copy and paste this whole circuit for the O2 sabotage, and to reuse it for the reactor sabotage. So, structure blocks are quite complicated, and I will be doing an entire tutorial video on them at some point soon. So, and in that I'll explain everything they can do. But until then, I'm just going to cut ahead in the video until when I've sorted all of this out. And then if you do want to find out how these work, then there'll be a video on them coming out probably in early March that will discuss how you can use them. So as you can see there, the reactor sabotage now works completely fine. Apart from fixing it, we need to create the fixing mechanism, but this is fine. The reactor, the way it actually sabotages, and yeah, I'll show you the redstone. It's basically the same as the O2 sabotage. For some reason, it's only placed one of the blocks, so I'll have to fix that. But yeah, that is the reactor system done for now. I'll finish the fixing mechanism off camera. It's probably that I didn't put redstone. Yeah, I didn't put redstone block here. That's why I only placed one of them. But that is reactor completely done. Originally, I was going to build cockpit as well in this video, but there was quite a lot more I needed to do in reactor than I originally thought. And we're going to go for 75 minutes on one room, so I think we'll do cockpit next episode. Thank you all for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to see more content like this, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.